Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Buffett and Beyond Research Saturday Stock Market Recap, May 2nd, 2026. Happy spring, everybody. And remember, if you want to walk on this beach like Jimmy Buffett used to do at sunrise, then you've got to learn how to invest even better than Warren Buffett invests now. And then, well, let's see what happens, folks. Yet another fantastic week as the semiconductors continue to outperform, and it looks as though the market is looking past the problems in the Middle East and are concentrating on the great earnings of the big companies, well, like Apple, for instance. We're going to get to that in a second. And our weekly stock analysis video, we're looking at a stock that has been in our dividend growth and income portfolio just about forever. I can't even remember when we first put it in. Altria, which was part of Philip Morris, pays a hefty dividend over the years and has outperformed the S&P by a wide margin price-wise, not even counting that great almost 7% dividend it's paying. It's a true growth and income story. And finally, our ETF video, let us take a look at the ARK Innovation ETF. Remember, that's Kathy Woods and her ARK Innovation ETF that hit the sky about 5 years ago. Let's see if it even comes close to our top stocks in the tech space that we come up with each year. And I'll tell you right now, folks, it's not even close. Well, folks, let's look at Apple. It climbed over 4% after strong earnings report that beat expectation with record iPhone sales, and the stock significantly is outperforming the tech sector's 1.66% gain. So the tech stocks are moving as well as the semiconductors. And remember, folks, everybody thought that the iPhone sales were going to fall short, and we're even predicting that, falling short of last year, but no, they did their job. And we can look at the Bollinger Bands for Apple right in here, and we can see that it just blew past this top volatility band, and look how high it was. It was as high as 287 on Friday, and I'm recording this Friday late afternoon, and it's fallen back a bit, but boy, it's still up a big whopping almost 4% right in here as I'm recording this. And look at the volume down here on the past 2 days, just astronomical. And right in here, this intermediate term indicator that we thought was turning, well, it was turning down, and wham, just bopped right up again, folks. Now let's look at the S&P 500, and yeah, here we are. Here's that 7,000 level right in here, and wow, we thought it was going to come down and test it. He never even came down to below 7,050 and climbed right up again. And with the help of Apple and all the big tech stocks this past week, this market is still moving to the upside. And down here, and we thought it was going to top out a little bit in here. Remember, we talked about this last week and during the week that we said, we might be getting a little toppy here, revert to the mean, which when we talk about that, we talk about reverting to the 20-day moving average, which is this green line. But it just forgot to do that. So sooner or later it will. But right now it's just having a field day, along with Apple. And then when we look at the Bollinger Bands or the volatility bands on the S&P 500, yeah, it was definitely starting to roll over in here, and then wham, just shot right up. And here we are way overbought on our intermediate term indicator, but yet this black line doesn't want to turn down. Now, this coming week, will anything happen? Well, the earnings of the big companies are out of the way. Of course, NVIDIA doesn't report for quite a while yet. The Fed meeting is out of the way on Wednesday. They're leaving everything alone. But there's still talk about raising interest rates because of inflation, because of the oil price buildup. But, of course, now they're talking about that maybe something will come out of the Iran-U.S. deal and the price of oil might just come back down again. And that's what the market's looking at here. And the SPY is up to 722. That's up about 10, 11 points from last week. And we have our 3 puts in place. And a lot of you, because the market is heading up, do not even have these put protections, the portfolio put protection. And you just get it when the market starts turning around and starts going into a slump a little bit. You might buy some of this for your protection. Others of you have a little bit on all the time. But anyway, here's what we suggest just to make sure you do have protection in case something out there happens. And then we also have the put protection on the QQQs, and the QQQs are up about 12 points this week also. So it's moving very, very nice, folks. And we have the May, June, and July puts. This is for about a $200,000 portfolio. And we have 3 puts, which will cover it nicely. If we had a 10 to 15% correction, all of a sudden these would gain in value. But right now, people are not worried about it. They're not buying a lot of puts at all, I'll tell you right now. So anyway, here they are in case you want 1 or 2 for your portfolio. So folks, we had another fantastic week this week. We had a fantastic April. We had, I think, the best week since the 2020 rally back after COVID, and we came out of that. So you know the saying, if you want to be on this beach like Jimmy Buffett used to be, then you've got to learn how to invest even better than Warren Buffett did. Folks, go out there, take your mind off the market, watch the waves, be with your loved ones, take a walk. Most of all, stay well, stay healthy. We'll see you back here in a couple of days.